2 chefs, 3 rounds, a basket of mystery ingredients, and $3,000 on the line. Can these 2 pro chefs create 3 unique dishes without using any meat? I'm Samantha Bowers, and this is Show Me Chefs. Welcome to the Show Me Chef's Kitchen here at 319 Event Center. Today, our 2 chefs will compete in 3 vegetarian-themed rounds for a chance to move on and win $3,000. They will be using only a basket of mystery ingredients, our provided pantry, and their culinary skills. Now, let's meet our chefs. Our first chef joining us in the Show Me Chef's Kitchen today is Chef Kyle Houston from Fire and Ice.
I am Kyle Houston. I'm the executive chef at the Ramada Oasis and Convention Center in Springfield, Missouri. Fire and Ice is a fusion restaurant, and so we have a lot of mixed cuisine. We do Asian, we do classical French, we do it all. My professional culinary career started at my high school. They offered career services, and so you got to go to the college and cook in the culinary program. One of my instructors was actually an executive chef at Twin Oaks Country Club. I worked for him for 6 years. I was a sous chef for 5 years. And leaving there, I came up here, and yeah, cooking is very important for my family. It all started when I was young. I was a kid, and I loved to cook. My mom was a single mom, so growing up, I had to cook my own meals. Every day, you just have to go into whatever you're doing, whether it's cooking or not, and just try to do better than the day before, and I thought this would be the best way to do that. I think the competition is going to be pretty challenging. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's not that I'm not worried about the competition. I just do what I do, you know? I cook every day. That's all it is. I go in there and do my thing.
We would also like to welcome Chef Michael Old from the Tower Club.
I first started cooking at a young age. My mother did a lot of catering. A lot of times we wouldn't have all the ingredients in the house to make it, so I would find myself substituting certain ingredients for others, and I'm trying to make them work. I went to culinary school directly after I graduated high school. I wanted to do something I love. My father, he always told me to, you know, if you go to work and do something that you love, then, you know, it's not considered work, it's considered a hobby almost. I love to create, I love to put smiles on people's faces. My general manager stands beside me, stands behind me in what I do here, and has really supported me and lifted me from a executive sous chef level to an executive chef level. I owe a lot of gratitude towards her. I owe a lot of gratitude towards the Tower Club for believing in me. My son is also a motivation factor for me. I would like him to, you know, be proud of me. I would love to take a vacation with my son. I'd love to, you know, take him somewhere that we haven't been. If I win Show Me Chefs, you know, it would make him proud and make me proud for all my hard work that I've put in over the years.
Okay, chefs, it's time to reveal your mystery ingredients. You may open your baskets. Your ingredients are roasted seaweed, eggplant, jardinera, and mushrooms from Willow Mountain Farms. Chefs, you will have 20 minutes to complete your appetizers. Your time starts now. Now let's meet our panel of judges. Our first judge is Mary Fawcett, one of the many owners of the Fawcett family-owned Bambino's Cafe. Our next judge is Angela Wanathantri, General Manager and Executive Chef at 319 Event Center. We would also like to welcome Kevin Robertson, Manager at Sheila's Place, one of our Show Me Chefs sponsors. Judges, welcome to the Show Me Chef's Kitchen. We're excited to have you here with us today.
Glad to be here.
There's butterflies, of course. When you get settled in, you start feeling in, you get in the groove, and I want to cook some meat. I was really looking forward to that, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, no, I'm looking forward to it still. It's just one of those things. It's not just challenging for me, it's challenging for Chef Michael. And a vegetarian it's fun.
I've been nervous for about a week, yes, sir. We find out it's a vegetarian episode was kind of a shocker, so we'll make do and make some vegetarians happy.
Okay, Chef Kyle, this is our vegetarian episode here in the Show Me Chef's Kitchen. Are you experienced cooking vegetarian dishes?
Yeah, we get quite a bit of vegetarian requests. It's not the easiest thing in the world for a chef, but you know what's interesting? You got to use your mind, a little creativity, a little more.
Definitely.
So,
What are your plans with this seaweed here?
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a crust out of it for the eggplant.
Well, we're excited to see.
Thank you.
Okay, Chef Michael, what are your thoughts about the mystery ingredients? With this being our vegetarian episode, are you experienced cooking vegetarian dishes?
Yeah, like Kyle said, we always get some vegetarian requests. I typically like to change it up a little bit. Instead of just giving a steamed veg, I like to do a composed plate of fresh veggies that I have on hand. The jardiniere is gonna throw us for a loop, I think. So.
Okay. We're excited to see what you both come up
Thank
with.
you.
Thank you, chefs.
I think it's going to be exciting. It's going to be definitely spur of the moment. It's going to be one of those fast-paced environments. You're going to have to just react on your feet, but that's what we do every day. For the mystery box, I'm ready for anything. I'm not going to pinpoint, not come in with a certain idea, because I think that's going to kind of hold me back a little bit, maybe rethink it overall. And so I'm going with a clear mind and see what happens.
You know, you try to plan for something and that plan goes right out of your head right when you see the mystery box. So really didn't prepare anything to do, just kind of, you know, what we do a lot at work, or what I do a lot at my job is you know, a lot of improvisation.
Let's get to know our pantry sponsor, Mama Jean's Natural Market.
Oh, we're really excited to be a part of Show Me Chefs. Of course, it falls right in line with Mama Jean's and what we do. We're passionate about food, and you know, we just want to educate people about eating healthy, and we just feel like Show Me Chefs is a good way to get that out there.
A lot of times people are, I'm not going to go into a health food store. It's going to be all like weird food and it's going to be strange. And, you know, we just want to be really promoting our business as just a completely 100% locally owned natural market. Well, my mom started a store in Ava about 38 years ago, I believe. She just kind of always started eating healthy when I was about 12 because of my grandmother's health was so poor that she was like, I don't want to age like that. So she just kind of self-educated and decided to open a store. So that's how I got into it. I worked with her for 14 years and then decided to open a business where there's more people. We have a lot of long-term customers, you know, that have been shopping with us for 13 years. A lot of products will come in and out and you don't know, like, is this really going to be something we want to stock? We want to know the company. We want to know that, you know, we want to have confidence of what's on our shelf.
I hear stories all the time about how, you know, Mama Jean's has changed my life, you know, and that's what makes me want to stay in this kind of business. It's been really fun and good business venture for me.
It's going to be ovo-lacto vegetarian, by the way.
Okay. Is that coconut milk you're going with?
Yes, sir.
Different techniques, different ideas. It's always exciting to see what the end product is.
I do numerous cooking competitions, mainly locally, but I have traveled to Kansas City, and my first one was in high school. I was 16 years old, and it was out of 20 teams, and my team took fourth.
Okay, chefs, we've reached that halfway mark. 10 minutes left in the appetizer round.
So Michael, you're dredging the seaweed in flour?
Little flour, just a little crunchy aspect to my dish.
I got you. Very
Kind of transform it a little bit from what you're usually used to seeing it in sushi. Kind of going a different way with it.
I mean, this is a competition, so they have
Yeah.
to, be creative. Take a chance sometimes, you gotta think outside the box most of the time in a competition like this. Not just the same traditional what you're used to. I to see stuff like that.
I've done a few competitions, yes. Most recently I did the Taste of Elegance, the pork competition here in town. I competed in Bacon Fest where I won first place for the best appetizer. That was a good experience.
Okay, Chef Kyle, how's it coming over here?
Pretty good. We got almost 5 minutes.
Have there been any ingredients that have been challenging to you?
This basket is pretty, I don't want to say difficult, but it is challenging for sure.
Is time playing a factor in your dish?
Oh yeah,
Are you
always.
nervous
Time is,
about-
no,
No?
not nervous.
Looks like you've got something moving along.
Yeah, it's coming together.
Okay, well, you have 5 minutes, so
5 minutes
make sure
early.
you have all of the ingredients on your plates. Okay, Chef Michael, what about you? How's time coming over here? I see you're kind of rushing around a little bit.
Going
Are you
good.
nervous about time? Are you going to be okay with that?
I'll be fine.
It smells good in here, chefs.
Thank you.
Kyle's a friend. We're both in the ACF. He's going to be a tough competitor. When I saw Kyle initially was in the program, I felt that me and him would go to the finals, but we're going to battle it out in the first round. So I suspect the winner of today's show is going to win the whole thing. So.
Chef Michael, what kind of an angle are you going for the appetizers? Just basic American continental? What kind of a style are you cooking?
Little Asian Thai influence, curry
got you.
maybe.
Okay.
Coming up on Show Me Chefs.
I see where you wanted to go with it.
The pasta for an appetizer is a little strange for me.
Remember, you're competing for the chance to win $3,000.
My son's college education.
Now, Chef Kyle, I saw you tasting the jardinera mix. What do you think?
It's appetizer, so I want your palate to get excited, and that's gonna do it. Trust me.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Good job, chefs.
Chefs, you were told to create an appetizer in just 20 minutes using the given mystery ingredients. It's now time to present to our panel of judges. Chef Kyle, you're up first. Okay, Chef Kyle, what have you made for us today?
Today for you, I have a little pickled Italian veg and ricotta, a toasted brown butter garlic bread, eggplant that's crusted with seaweed, and a little red wine braised tomato and forced mushrooms.
When I take a bite of your dish, I see where you wanted to go with it. You're almost there. Maybe a little bit of salty, then you should have added something to kind of cut that.
Try to do it with the veg stock. That was definitely the idea there, but I tasted the salt, so.
I think they do come together really well. It does have an Italian flavor. I do like it. I think it maybe some cheese might have.
Yeah, I had the ricotta, and I didn't want to go overboard on the cheese, but cheese, I was thinking Parmesan in my head too.
Right.
Sprayed once again with salt.
Yes, very good though.
Thank you, judges.
Okay, thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Kyle. Chef Michael, now it's your turn.
Did a Asian noodle with a peanut coconut sauce. I roasted the eggplant, the jardinera, and some peppers, some onions. The seaweed, I didn't want to just put plain on the plate, so I quickly pan fried the seaweed to give it some texture in the dish. I think it came out great overall.
Judge Mary, what do you think about the way Chef Michael used the seaweed?
I love it. It is really tasty. Didn't quite know what to expect. I'd never seen this treated this way before, but it really is good. I like it. And I like the creaminess of the pasta. And you've got that little hint of the jardiniere underneath all that so that it's not overpowering.
It was
And
a
that
tough
pa-
ingredient, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the presentation was really nice on it. That seaweed coming off the top being crispy just made it visually appealing to me. You know, the pasta for an appetizer is a little strange for me, but it's delicious, I thought.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Michael. Chefs, you may now exit the kitchen. Our judges will deliberate your plates. Okay, judges, so let's talk about Chef Kyle's dish first. With this being a vegetarian episode, there are obviously certain limitations as to what ingredients they can incorporate into their dishes. How do you feel that Chef Kyle used the basket of mystery ingredients he was given?
Well, he did use everything, and I think he did it in a way where all the flavors went together, except the jardiniere was a little bit too strong. I do think if he had added a little more ricotta or even thrown another kind of cheese in there, it would have kind of brought that down a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe a little sweeter. It did have that, I could say, salty, almost too much for me.
Yeah, but you know, the eggplant was cooked perfectly. That toast that he presented with that, it was really, really a good addition to that.
Now, Chef Michael's dish, he used pasta in an appetizer. That's not something that you typically see in an appetizer. Do you think that that was kind of a result of him being forced to use only vegetarian ingredients?
They could have mixed those two appetizers together, would have been a perfect appetizer. He did have that Thai Asian flavor going with the curry and this little bit of sriracha, but has a nice creaminess to it too.
Okay, well, we're excited to see what they cook up in the entree and dessert rounds. Let's bring back our chefs. Okay, chefs, you made it past our appetizer round. Are we ready for the entree round?
Oh yeah, ready.
Okay, it's time to reveal your mystery ingredients. We're sticking to our vegetarian theme here in this round. Your ingredients are tofu, kubaka squash, red Bartlett's from Mama Jean's, lettuce from New Horizon Hydroponics lettuce, and garlic parmesan popcorn from Ozarks Mountain Popcorn. But we have a twist. You will both spin the Show Me Chef's sauce wheel to see which sauce you must include in your entree dishes.
I was looking at the sauce wheel, and there's a lot of interesting sauces, and I would have been happy to get any of them. That was a cool spin to it, literally.
Okay, Chef Kyle, you're first. Which sauce are you hoping for?
For myself, I would like salsa verde.
Okay, well, let's see what you get. Have you worked with salsa verde before?
Yeah,
Is
it's
that
one of
what
my
you-
favorites.
Looks like you got General Tso's from Liang's Asian Foods.
The General Tso was very, very familiar to me because I worked for the Liang's family for probably 3 to 4 years, and they're very good friends of mine. So that was pleasurable.
What are you hoping for?
A marina sauce.
Okay, well, fingers crossed. Let's see what you get. Give it a good spin. Looks like you got habanero salsa from the Grove Salsa Company.
Well, the habanero salsa was probably the only one I did not want to get. And so, of course, by luck have it, I got it.
Chefs, you will have 35 minutes to complete your entrees. Your time starts now. Okay, judges, what do we think about these mystery basket ingredients, and how do you think the chefs are going to include their sauces that they both got from the wheel?
I think that there's a lot of room for creativity here, but also it's going to be interesting to see how they keep that freshness, because the lettuce and the colors of that and the squash.
What do you think about the popcorn? That's kind of unusual.
I think that there's some possibilities there because of the garlic parmesan flavor.
It's interesting for being a vegetarian competition this time around, how they utilize, how they make that protein look like, you know, have all those components,
Right.
put it together. But Michael's going to town on those mangoes, isn't it?
Yes.
A lot of sweet going on over there.
26 minutes. Plenty of time.
Let's learn a little more about the Grove Salsa Company.
Hi, I'm Sean Killingsworth, and this is the Grove Salsa Company. I started making salsa for friends and family like 7 years ago. And so just working on one recipe, and I bring it to parties and different things like that. And people are like, you've got to make this just more so they can buy it. And so I'm like, well, shoot, I'll just make bigger batches. And so we just kind of continued with that ever since. And so we're trying to make the freshest possible salsa that's canned. And so it's kind of a hard process to get that because it goes through such a process with cooking it and heating it and all that stuff. But we feel like we've kind of perfected trying to get the freshest ingredients to do that, to get that fresh flavor. One of my favorites is a late night chips and salsa snack. So I'll always do that. I love that for evening snacks. And then we use it with everything from cooking to different dishes. I'll actually use habanero salsa mixed a little with your spaghetti for spaghetti sauce, and it's great, brings a little heat. Like, I like the people side of it, so I love any stories. I love hanging out at the farmer's market and hearing how people are using their salsa in their everyday cooking. So I enjoy the stories part of it the most because, you know, this is recipes that I've created for basically me personally, and just kind of sharing them with the world and hearing that people are really loving it and continue to buy it. That's been probably the best part.
Well, the tofu was difficult because I planned on fabricating it a different way. I actually was going to press the water out, and I mistakenly pressed too hard, so it kind of crumbled on me. So I kind of had to change my game plan right off the bat.
Oh, is he mixing that with that popcorn?
I believe so.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of a crusting it, I think.
Yeah.
Chef Carl, have you competed in a cooking competition like this before?
Not like this. I compete quite frequently, but nothing like this.
Now, do you have little local competitions going with other chefs?
Yeah, oh yeah, we got a couple of them that are big every year, and there's probably close to 12 to 15. Michael and I, this is not the first time we competed. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you guys have competed against each other before?
It's good to kind of have that background and that history with each other because it makes it that much more enjoyable. Whether win or lose, you know, he's a good opponent, I'm a good opponent, so we're out there just to do our best. And like I keep saying, you know, this is what we do every day. There's nothing different. I cook. That's my thing.
It's always interesting to see what kind of a vessel they use to present, especially in the encore. I think he's mixing that habanero into the apple
Right.
pear
The chutney,
chutney
making
that
that
he's trying to
chutney.
make. Yes.
Yeah.
Still to come on Show Me Chefs.
Oh wow!
Uh,
Oh wow! Chef Michael, is that cooked yet?
It's just
Almost
about
there?
there. It's
Yep.
close to where I need it. A little steam will help. you know what you can do and what you can't do within the time restraints. So I try to stay away from anything that would take a long time and try to stick to some basic techniques and use those.
Smells good in here, chefs. How are things coming? How are you feeling on?
Pretty good. Yeah, time's good. I'm just doing a lot of thinking. We're gonna cross cuisines here, do a little fusion of Asian, and we're gonna hop back on Italian again, I think.
Okay, that sounds really good. I see the popcorn there. Tell me what you did with that.
I browned it up some butter, and then hopefully it's gonna make it really, really crunchy, add that crunchy aspect to the plate.
Okay.
That is the plan.
Looks delicious. I'm excited to see the final product.
Thank you.
Okay, Chef Michael, how about you? How are you coming over here?
I'm good.
Good. Looks like you're getting ingredients on the plates. Tell me, how did you use your habanero sauce? How did you end up using that?
Sorry? It's in my chutney.
In your chutney, okay.
To go on my taco.
Okay. How's time going for you?
I can't see the clock.
Well, you have about 5 minutes left.
I'm gonna make it.
I'll leave
Failure's
you to
not an option.
I'll leave you to your work. Time is ticking. Remember, you have to have all of your ingredients on all your plates and the sauce. 1 minute, chefs. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Chefs, you were told to create an entree in just 35 minutes using the given mystery ingredients, as well as the sauce that you were given from the Show Me Chef's wheel. The time has now come to present to the judges. Chef Michael, you're up first.
Did a popcorn and quinoa crusted tofu taco. I used the lettuce with some fresh herbs, some avocado, and made a green goddess dressing on the bottom.
Your judges, what are your thoughts?
Very colorful and creative plate. Tastes really, the taste is awesome.
Judge Kevin, what do you think about how the popcorn and the tofu work together in this dish?
It's really surprising for me. It's got a nice flavor. It seems to change the tofu texture just a little bit for me.
I actually was going to cut slices, but I ended up breaking it into pieces, so I had to change my direction entirely.
Pretty good technique that actually works. I think this worked out a little better for you in the long run.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef.
Thank you.
Okay, Chef Kyle, now it's your turn.
We got a little General Tso roasted butternut squash. It's kind of a braised method. So I sauteed it lightly, then threw it in the oven with the sauce. Again, the tofu's been altered. I wanted to make it creamy, so it goes well with that, nice and spicy. And I threw a little goat cheese in there. We're looking at a fusion dish here, a little, again, Italian, a little Asian.
It's good. It's surprisingly good. It has a nice crunch to it. It's not overdone, not overcooked.
Thank you.
I'm really surprised with the popcorn. It's crunchy, it's not tough, it's just crunch in just
Yeah,
the right way.
just-
And that's a great technique that you use.
Thank
Really
you.
good. It's awesome plate.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Kyle. Judges, let's talk about Chef Michael's dish.
I thought he did a really good job with putting all the flavors together. The presentation was a little weak, I think. He used too much of the salsa, which covered up the flavors of the fruit chutney that he made to go with it.
Yeah, I think so, because when you first took a bite, it tasted awesome. But the construction of the plate, the tacos it was kind of messy.
So moving on to Chef Kyle's dish, what were your thoughts on that?
I thought that one was it's the best dish I've tasted today. All the ingredients, the sweet went well with the little bit of heat that he had there. I just love that one.
The tastes were very subtle, but you could taste each and every part of what he did.
Right.
I think the popcorn, the technique that he used. I didn't know. I didn't think it's going to work, but it really worked well.
Yes, that was really smart.
Okay, well, we still have one more round. Let's bring back our chefs and see what they have for us in the dessert round. Now let's see how Lakin and Angelo picked out today's mystery ingredients at Mama Jean's Natural Market.
I'm meeting Angelo here at Mama Jean's on Sunshine. We're gonna go pick out some mystery ingredients for a vegetarian-inspired episode. Come on, let's go find him.
Hey, Lakin, kabocha squash.
Okay, so vegetarian episode.
Vegetarian episode
All right.
with the tofu, red bartlett's, and the hydroponic lettuce. That'd be a great combination,
Yeah.
don't you think?
Okay, so you said red Bart, let's go with kabocha squash, right?
Yeah. Then I believe kabocha squash, red bartlett's, and hydroponic greens for the vegetarian run, I think.
All
Yeah.
right, so let's grab a few.
Let's do.
There you go. Thank you. For you.
Congratulations, chefs. You've made it this far into the competition. We're now entering the dessert round. Are you ready to reveal your mystery ingredients?
Yes.
Okay, let's open our baskets. Your mystery ingredients are pineapple, kiwi, chipotle chili and cinnamon raw honey, and black mission figs, all provided by Mama Jean's. But there's a twist. You will each be drawing from our assortment of wines and ports provided by Missouri State University Winery and Distillery to see which wine or port you must incorporate into your desserts. Chef Kyle, you're going to go first. Let's see what we got here. You drew pink catawba. Here you go. Now, is this a wine that you've worked with before, or is it?
No, I mean, it just kind of looks like a blush or something, so it kind of makes it white and red, so,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, Chef Michael, your turn. What are you hoping for? Here we go. Let's see, we drew Missouri Chambourcine dessert wine. So this is a dessert wine. What do you think about that?
Luck of the draw.
Look at the draw, there we go, perfect for the dessert round. Chefs, you will have 25 minutes to complete your desserts. Your time starts now.
Revenge would be sweet. Would be sweet, which leads us to a vegetarian dessert, which shouldn't be hard as far as no meat dessert, so.
The mystery baskets do not help at all in the execution of the whole dessert, but I love desserts, so I'm excited, very excited.
Chef Carl's have his can opener is not cooperating with him. Interesting. Is that what kind of can are you opening right there?
Black beans.
Black beans. Interesting.
Hi, I'm Marilyn O'Neill, and I'm a horticulturist here at the State Fruit Experiment Station at Mountain Grove. We're part of the Dar School of Agriculture at Missouri State University. The grape and wine program began in the early 80s when they hired staff to support the wine industry in Missouri. Today, we are expanding. We actually have a Missouri State Winery and Distillery. We work with MSU students and participate in a VESTA program, which allows people to actually earn a master's degree through Missouri State. The VESTA program itself is an online grape and wine program, and many of the students in that program come to our facility at Mountain Grove to fulfill their vineyard and winery practicums. Our most popular wine is the Catawba because it is sweeter and it's a nice summer wine. You can pair it with fruit and it's just very refreshing. And I think Southern Missouri grows the best Catawba grapes because of our long growing season, so we have a wonderful product to start out with. It's really a group effort, and it's really nice because once we get that bottle of wine and we enter contests and we've won wonderful awards in the wine competitions, when we get a medal, everybody feels part of that. Everybody feels proud because we all had a hand in it no matter where it was in the cycle.
Okay, judges, what do we think about these final ingredients? Do we have high expectations for this round from our chefs?
Of course, have high expectations for the chefs. It is a competition. They do need to think outside the box a little bit with the ingredients they have.
What about the chipotle chili and cinnamon raw honey? That's kind of an interesting combination, especially in a dessert. What are your thoughts on that?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with that. It sounds really interesting.
It's going to take some creativity here.
And I think exactly where Chef Kyle is going with it. He's being creative. He's using, I believe, black beans into this dessert.
Do you think either of the chefs have an advantage over the other one?
Really, I really don't think so. The wine can be incorporated in many different ways. I think those chefs have worked with enough wine and this type of ingredients that I don't think that's an issue at all.
Okay, well, we'll watch and see. Thank you, judges.
It's going to be tough. I'm not a baker by no means. It's too much of an exact science, and I like to do a little bit here and a little bit there. So it's going to be a challenge, especially with no recipes. So we're going to do our best. We got something up our sleeves. We're going to pull it off.
Okay, Chef Kyle, what are your thoughts on these mystery ingredients?
They're very tropical.
Do you think they mix well with your wine, your piccata?
Oh yeah, it's gonna go real good with the wine. The wine's real sweet, so.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good dessert additive.
Well, it looks like you've got things under control then.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, Chef Michael, what do we have going over here? It smells delicious.
Roasted pineapple bread pudding.
So is that where you're going to put the honey? Is that what you have planned there?
Yes, ma'am. It's already in there.
Okay, looks delicious. What do you think about your wine?
I don't drink, so I smelled it. It smells very sweet.
Do you think that any ingredients are going to be a challenge for you?
No,
No challenges here.
just getting it done.
All right, well, that's good to hear. That's what we like. Well, chefs, good luck. Your time is ticking.
Well, on 4th of July, 2 years ago, I stopped drinking. You know, it was playing a big part of my life, and I don't feel as if I'd be in the position as executive chef at the Tower Club if I hadn't quit drinking.
Oh, there goes the salt, all the sugar. Chef Michael, you making some bread pudding?
Yeah, but I put salt instead of sugar.
Oh, wow.
So before I put it in the oven, I tasted it, and I looked on the table and realized what I had done. So I had to completely start over. Taste everything, constantly tasting. I'm constantly tasting at work. I'm checking for consistency, I'm checking for quality, I'm checking for heat.
Chef Kyle, you said you guys competed against each other. Is it okay if I ask who have come out on top? Or is it something that you want to reveal? Ask him, huh? Oh, okay, I got you.
No, it was close competition. And I didn't get first, but I placed second, which was pretty good.
That's very nice.
Oh, it was good. Like I say, he's a good competitor. He's a great chef. He's executive chef at the Tower Club, and so he is one step above me, but that doesn't faze me at all. It's just, what do they like more? What are they looking for? So.
I got lucky, I picked out a dessert wine. I know it's a sweet wine. I know it's full of berries and the profile of dessert wine, so I didn't need to try it. Even if I was drinking, I probably wouldn't have tried it because I would have just went with it. I just started a whole new routine. I just go home and I eat instead of going out and drinking. more focused, more goal-oriented, more task-oriented. It's just really cleared my head, both professionally and personally.
Okay, Chef Kyle, your time is ticking down. How are you feeling about things?
Pretty good. It's coming together.
What's in this bowl? It looks delicious. Can you describe to me what's
Yeah,
in it?
it's a little pineapple fruit
Okay.
salsa with the kiwis
Yum.
and a little orange zest, and
Oh,
now
nice.
strawberries.
Oh,
For color,
perfect.
of course. So,
Awesome. Do you think this is going to impress the judges?
if that doesn't, then my chipotle fig brownie will.
Okay, so you've got it covered. Okay, Chef Michael, are we feeling the pressure?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you good on time?
Yes, ma'am.
Describe what this is. What are you making here? I see the pineapples in this.
A roasted pineapple bread pudding.
Oh, so that's what you were making earlier, and this is just the final product.
Had to start over. I put salt instead of sugar, so
Well, it looks like you made an excellent recovery. Okay, chefs, remember you have a few minutes left, and this is your final round to impress the judges.
You know, I don't do this every day, so anytime you get out of the norm, that's good for anybody. And I encourage any culinarian or any chef or anybody, don't get stuck in a rut. Just pull yourself out and don't do the norm. Don't live it day by day.
One minute remaining.
I'm proud. I'm proud to be a sober guy. I'm proud to be a sober father, which is very important to me. I have a 9-year-old son who I just want him to be proud.
30 seconds, chefs. It's time for those finishing touches. Remember, you must use all of the mystery ingredients and incorporate your wines. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up.
Good job.
Chefs, you were told to create a dessert using the given mystery ingredients as well as the wine or port that you selected from our assortment of wines and ports provided by Missouri State University Winery and Distillery. The time has now come to present to the judges. Chef Kyle, you're up first.
For this round, I have a chipotle chocolate brownie with roasted figs, a pink catawba chantilly, and also tropical fruit salsa.
Judge Mary, we noticed you had a big smile on your face when he sat down the plate. What are your thoughts?
When I saw this chocolate thing come down on the plate, I thought it might be a little bit too rich, but it isn't. And it's all come together really well.
I guess he's done such a good job. There's no flavor to me of the wine. It's not overpowering. It's a nice dish.
Excellent. Well, thank you,
Thank you,
judges.
judges.
Thank you, Chef. Chef Michael, you may present your dishes.
Made a roasted pineapple chipotle honey bread pudding. I used the wine in 3 different areas, so it was kind of tough that I couldn't taste the wine myself, but I did used to drink, so so I've kind of smelt it. The aroma is very fruity wine. Came out well, I believe.
Actually, very well done dessert.
It's not bright, but it has this wonderful, nice, artistic blend of colors. It tastes wonderful.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, judges. Thank you, Chef Michael.
Thank you.
Okay, judges, let's talk about Chef Kyle's overall performance here in the Show Me Chef's Kitchen today.
His entree was wonderful. I really, really liked the way he dealt with that popcorn as a secret ingredient.
Now with Chef Michael.
The dessert was really nice. You could taste the wine in it, but it wasn't overpowering.
Let's bring back our chefs. Chefs, you have competed in 3 intense rounds of cooking here today. Our judges have tasted and discussed each of your plates and have now come to a decision on who will move on to the chance to compete in the semifinal rounds and win $3,000. Judges, please give your final comments to each chef. Judge Mary?
Chef Kyle, first of all, I was a little bit disappointed in the appetizer. Too much of that jardiniere really kind of overpowered that whole dish. I loved your dessert. It was rich, but with light elements that gave it a good balance.
Judge Kevin?
Chef Michael, your appetizer, while it was delicious, I just don't see a pasta as an appetizer. It's a little filling for me for that. The entree that you had was also delicious. The tofu taco was kind of interesting idea for me.
Judge Angelo, what is your final comment?
Well, chefs, thank you for being here first and foremost and competing in the Show Me Chef's Kitchen. Chef Kyle, great performance. Very creative, from appetizer to the entree to the dessert. Chef Michael, entree round, it was very tasty, it was vibrant, colorful, and the dessert actually was very good dessert. Well done.
Judges, who is the winner of today's vegetarian-themed episode?
Today's vegetarian-themed episode at Show Me Chefs, the winner is Chef Michael.
When they did call my name, first thing that came through my mind was my son, and how proud he's going to be, and let's go on to the next round.
Chef Kyle, unfortunately you were not chosen as today's winner. Thank you for joining us today. We loved having you in the Show Me Chef's Kitchen.
It was good, yeah, it was a good time. Got to play with some nice ingredients, fresh ingredients. So, in the day, I'm happy with what I put out.
I lost, so that's kind of a bummer. But I wouldn't take anything back that I did, or maybe just a little less salt in the first one seemed like the only issue.
Well, we really enjoyed having you. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Chef Michael. You are today's champion. You will move on to the semifinal rounds and compete for a chance to win $3,000.
Oh, it feels great. It feels really good. A lot of hard work, a lot of time in the kitchen, a lot of heartbreak.
Well, that's what makes your victory all the more worth it.
That'll make $3,000 all the more worth it.
Yes.
We loved having you today. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
Next time on Show Me Chefs. Your time starts now.
So I need to see some serious magic here.
$3 grand? I'm a single dad, I could use that.
Remember, you need to get that food on that plate.
Plate it, get it out, go.